We'll see game one of the other side of the winner's bracket. Here we go.
Either way, it's very fitting that the winners finals is going to be like an ABB,
It's going to be all ABB winners final.
Oh, okay, so right off the bat, okay, Lil Mac already off stage.
Yeah, you know, they're prioritizing that, and that's really smart of them because, you know, as long as they're losing stocks, we're winning. So if they're going to gimp Little Mac, like, do that immediately.
Yeah, and then obviously Game & Watch. Say what you will about that character, but one thing you can't deny about him is that he's light as a feather, so he will die very early to like an Ivysaur combo, like you said, like we saw there, that almost killed.
I am seeing a lot more jumping from G0nard than I would expect.
He doesn't listen to Doc Lewis's words of advice. He prides himself on being an air fighter. You'd be surprised at how often in singles he goes off stage and edge guards people with Little Mac.
I would be surprised just because you never expect that. And the bowling ball taking the first stock
was a really good catch.
I feel like G0nard, you know, he really wants, like, okay, I need to make something happen right now. They're at percents that doesn't feel like they should be alive. Like 68% on Charizard. You know, when you're Little Mac, you think, oh yeah, that's kill percent, right? Especially with Rage. He's surviving so long, by the way. Like, he's at 142, has not been gimped yet. He's he's doing such a, oh my gosh, Armor's through with the up smash.
Yeah, Little Mac.
Little Mac as a tank, like, oh, never mind,
no,
he's dead.
Yeah, commentator's curse. I will say this though, while we were talking about Little Mac and G0nard, Peachfuzz went super deep for an edge guard on Prismoid and got him right in the blast zone, killing him rather early actually. So, this, despite Peachfuzz being at a high percent, this isn't bad for the red team, you know? They've just got so much raw kill power on their side.
Oh yeah, it's such a weird composition of Mac and Game & Watch, but it makes sense for it to work. And he goes to run off stage and then come back with a Joel Haymaker. I'm not sure how Peachfuzz lost his stock there, but honestly, wow!
That's a dead Prismoid.
All the way up to the sky.
Very nice Jolt Haymaker there. He was up there without a jump and an air dodge. There's the forward smash, and would you look at that, the blue team are currently up a stock. I mean, red team, they're up a stock now. Oh, very nice coverage from Peachfuzz there.
This is terrifying. Like, right, oh, it goes for the KO punch. Because they're, like, imagine them both die together. Yeah, that's probably what G0nard wanted.
That's a dead G0nard, yeah. Unfortunately, getting hit by the worst part of Game & Watch's up B, gonna send him off to the side.
It's unfortunate, but that was really the first time so far that G0nard's been really gimped.
Oh, definitely. As we see here in doubles, it's a lot easier to get around edge guarding because there's no guarantee that your opponent's always going to be focused on you because you've got a teammate they've got to worry about as well. But still, the general counterplay to Little Mac is just get him off stage as soon as humanly possible and just bully him to death. But they haven't exactly, their efforts haven't been successful. As we see, G0nard living a lot longer than Little Mac's expected to.
Oh, and now it's terrifying once again with the KO punch. And Xyro knows this. He's like, I'm staying away. I am not interfering with this pink monster.
Unfortunately for G0nard and Little Mac, there's no reliable way to consistently confirm a KO punch in this game, unlike Smash 4. So he's just got to do it raw now. It's not like, yeah, in Smash 4 you could just down tilt KO punch, but they gutted down tilt in this game, honestly. It's a really not good move.
I mean, in doubles, it's a lot of a different case, especially now that it's the 1v2, but now it's the 1v1. And this is last hit scenario here with Xyro versus Peachfuzz.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Right now, Xyro in control of the pace right here with, oh, wow.
Oh, is that a full bucket? Oh, no.
Yeah, we're close now. What are we going to see?
I feel like no one knows how Oil Panic works. Like, I don't know if I shield it, is it okay? Is it, well, such a weird thing, but actually, you know what? He's not blinking. I think he'd be blinking if he had a full bucket.
Yeah.
Either way, the up air's racking up tons of damage and a nair.
And that's going to do it.
Taking game one for Peachfuzz G0nard. I really want to see them in winners finals. Just because there's Little Mac in there and you never see him. You never really see like a solid Little Mac out there. So G0nard putting in some good work too. He was doing a good job at keeping the opponents scared, but also not being too reckless and like dying at zero.
Mm-hmm. One thing people don't realize about Little Mac is they just think, haha, bad recovery, get him off stage instead. You have to respect his ground game before you can do that, though. And Prismoid and Xyro were doing that, you know, running back when he had KO punch, just staying clear of smash attacks and forward tilts. But I mean, yeah, he only really got gimped once in the whole game. The other times, he just, like, died because he was at high percent and got hit by a strong move.
And even then, when he did get gimped, he was at not only 150, but it was an accident from his own teammate.
Yeah.
So he really didn't get gimped by the opponent at a low percent at all.
And I don't know if you caught this, but I believe I did see him footstool off of Xyro, but I don't know if it was a regular footstool or a phantom footstool like that Gimmer tech, like on Charizard's up B, but no character changes. We were hopping right into game 2. I missed the stage pick, so...
I think they're going to Town or Stadium.
Town is a bit of a double-edged sword, because the thing about Little Mac is he's got this really weird kill confirm of down tilt and the jolt haymaker, and on Town it kills at like 80 at the ledge. It's really scary.
Well, I wonder if we'll see that here in game 2, because that's where we are going. And I figure, you know, did the blue team want more space, I guess, to work with to kind of keep Little Mac away? Because you also think about it, these platforms will go away, then there will be no platforms to mess them up with.
That's true, but there is the chance always that G0nard could use the platforms to his advantage. Say he's recovering high, and he times his up B perfectly to where he'll land on the platform as it's coming in, because I have seen, well, not him do that, but I have seen characters like Chrom, like show your Rivers, rather, do that many times with Chrom on the stage, but anyway. Prismoid tanking right out there. It's just,
runs right up in the KO punch. Almost kills himself with it.
Yeah.
Ooh, catches the roll in, but is able to shield in time. And then up air taking G0nard's first stock. It's, you know, when you land the KO punch, like it feels like such a power move. Like, oh, now I'm in control, you know?
Yeah. It's like, honestly, it's just having a super move at your disposal, really.
It's just really easy to lose.
Yeah, that's the problem between it and like literally any other trump card move in the game, or gimmick rather, because, you know, Arsene isn't just one move, but G0nard, I mean not G0nard, Little Mac just hit him once after a certain time has passed, and it's gone.
Wow, F smash killing both teammates on the red team. This is already looking really tough for the red team. Like, look at the stocks. Prismoid is like not even like there. He's just kind of throwing stuff around and has barely been touched. He's only at 71 on his first stock.
Little Mac just low profile Charizard's up smash, and I can't imagine Xyro being too happy about that. Even though the blue team, they are up, Prismoid doing a fantastic job of stock tanking. Excellent air dodge there.
As the aggressor, Xyro should feel a little bit of comfort here, just because Prismoid's been doing such an amazing job at tanking. And just the trade stock. Look, they can kill Xyro, sure, but he has another stock waiting for him from Prismoid.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I mean, no matter what, this is just so far in the blue team's favor at the moment. I'd imagine.
And it kind of started really well for them, you know?
Yeah, the counter pick definitely working out in their favor for sure. I don't imagine G0nard and Peachfuzz wanting to come back to this stage after this game. Unless they somehow turn it around, which, you know, I won't count them out. Raw up the anti-air.
Are you seeing these mix-ups from G0nard? He keeps using the neutral B and just stopping it as such a good scare tactic. And what? We are at last stock now. This was just looking terrible for the red team, and now it's totally doable, especially with a KO punch.
And rage building.
My.
All right, switching to Charizard because it's going to live a little longer if he gets hit by a KO punch. But he's dead now.
He realizes if he gets this KO punch, they can win the entire game and the set. So he just needs to not get hit. Oh, unfortunate.
But he's still in this, you know? You can never count G0nard out, and the thing I love about him is he always just like side Bs right away whenever you try to edge guard him. It's good, like it's decent distance for Little Mac wise. Oh, there's the up smash. Very nice catch from Xyro.
Lands right onto an up smash. You know what? It's crazy how much they were making a comeback right there. Like, that's so impressive of the red team. Like, it was kind of weird though. I mean, they were just, you know, they weren't tanking as well as they were in game 1, and I feel like they didn't give enough attention to Prismoid. Prismoid was just hanging around, and he was at 70% on his first stock while everyone else had died at least once or twice. So I think for game 3, they really need to focus on Prismoid and make sure that he can't tank. Because if he can, he's just, you know, like free stocks for his teammate to take.
Exactly, and we saw that there. Town is an excellent stage for Villager, not just because it's his home field advantage, but also because he's just a really good zoner. Excellent camping game. We saw that he played extremely passively that game. Xyro was taking all the aggression, just facing G0nard and Peachfuzz on with full force, but We'll see what happens. FD. So there's an interesting story about FD is that everyone assumes that it's Little Mac's best stage, but apparently G0nard does not like FD.
Really?
Yeah. His thing is that there's no way for him to land.
That you know what? That's totally understandable because once you're in the air, there's no platforms to save you. You're just gonna get hit, and unless you go to the ledge, which is a thing on its own, that's something rough. What do you do?
Exactly. And the thing is, people don't realize that Little Mac's neutral B can armor through like multi-hitting up air attacks like Palutena and Rob, but these guys, they don't have those. They can just juggle Little Mac to oblivion, and there's not. I mean, he can counter maybe, but for the most part, it's just not good. But I'd assume he picked it though, just so that it's easier to rush them down. They don't have like town platforms to hide behind,
and they also don't have as much space to run away. I think that was one of the biggest things of Game 2 that let Prismoid run away and let him camp so much and let him tank so much just because there was so much space. But now there isn't as much.
Good pressure from Xyro coming out right now. Using his low landing lag aerials, just getting away from all these out of shield options from G0nard. Recovering high, but gonna get caught by the up air. Burning his air dodge a little preemptively, but there we go.
You know, I totally thought that was forward smash. I mean, Ivysaur does the same thing with every smash attack. He just kind of sits there and gets mad. But it doesn't matter because he's dead from a KO punch.
I'm certain there are like subtle differences, but I'm with you, man. I thought that was just a regular forward smash.
G0nard biting off a little bit more than he can chew right there, trying to go a little bit too low and dying in the process. But both Prismoid and Peachfuzz are at similar percents on their first stock. So I think this game might come down to who can tank the best.
Yeah, definitely. Right now it's Prismoid just standing back, only really going in when he needs to. Good parry, but he's not going to get anything off of it. Oh, that up air definitely would have done it for Peachfuzz. Good up angled forward smash there. Getting that anti-air. There's, oh, the KO punch is gone now.
But it's still scary here. I mean, honestly, I think like taking the next stock right now is so huge for both teams. Oh, and an air dodge past the ledge. No.
Oh, and Peachfuzz. Oh, wow.
I would have been so sad if he died from that. Oh, that, you know what? I'm kind of glad he got hit right there because if he didn't, that down smash would have hit G0nard and buried him.
I am so surprised that Ivy Nair just beat Little Mac neutral B. That is not an interaction I was expecting to happen.
Now, this situation's still okay for the red team as long as they can take a stock now. Xyro's at 140%. That's well past kill percent. But now as Charizard, it might be a little bit tougher, especially from straight hits.
Oh, definitely. I feel so bad because I feel if G0nard did not air dodge past the ledge there, the red team would be in an exponentially better spot right now, but...
Oh, and this is looking even rougher. The first stock gone.
Oh,
What just happened to Prismoid?
I honestly have no... Wow, that's a dead G0nard. I have no idea what happened to Prismoid, but all I know is even though the blue team's up, he just ate a fully charged up angled forward smash. That is big
thought he
damage.
could cross up, but that move's pretty big, and now he's dead. Oh, G0nard has to take 3 stocks total as Little Mac against Villager and Pokemon Trainer. This is looking rough. Even with a block of wood in his hand, knock on wood, he doesn't die, but he did. And that, you know, that's the Little Mac life. You just eat it. You eat it for breakfast. But it was such a good showing from both teams. I'm honestly so proud of both these teams.